contact center trends for 2024.
Excuse me.
No, it's okay. There's some things going around here, but
It was just a
I,
tickle bit.
I hope we're going to have a conversation about generative AI here, but you're the expert. What
We
are
are.
some of the trends for 24?
We are. And I think there are so many things I think we have to look at about, trends for 2024. And one of them for sure is going to be kind of how the workplace is going to change. I think we'll do that on our last pod of the year. But I wanted to start with contact center because contact center is one of the places where generative AI is taking off the most. IBM did a study that said 80% of customer service organizations will use Gen AI for improved CX by 2025. So that's just a year away. 80% of organizations. And I can see it with all of the vendors, with the contact center vendors. They're all like really focusing on the things that we're looking for in terms of the trends for 2024, which is, the AI and automation integration, which is really just about kind of taking a step away from that rules-based decisioning, the horrible decision trees, and using the AI to predict customer needs. That automation with the AI kind of tackling the complex tasks and good Lord, tackling the complex tasks, and reducing the response times makes people more efficient. But really, it's on the customer experience focus. But you can't have a good customer experience if you don't have a good employee experience. And I think so often where I hear people talking about agents and employees in a separate category, like as if agents aren't employees. Agents are employees, or they at least have to be looked at as employees. And agents, especially this time of year, that employee experience, that agent experience, really does actually influence the customer experience. I mean, think about like how much that's integrated into it, and to have that real customer experience focus, the AI integration with the human agent remaining essential really just like it really emphasizes the need for the well-trained agent, but with the proficient AI integrated into the workflow. So I think we're going to see a lot of that. And then, of course, the omni-channel evolution. People just expect, especially with AI, that they can get a hold of somebody 24/7. I'm sure you've had this happen where you go into for some service and they say, we'll get back to you tomorrow. That's just unacceptable today. People need responses right away. And with Gen AI, they should be able to get one. They should be able to get at least enough of a response to get them to the place of, of some resolution, if not full resolution. And then I think because of Gen AI, we do have some of these security and privacy issues that are sort of introduced into the adoption of AI. So I think we're going to be looking at enhanced encryption methods. We've got to be looking at AI data or threat detection and much stricter access controls. And again, back to people who are working from home. A lot of these contact center employees are working from their home. So who has access to what and when, and how does AI help to kind of route those, the more sensitive, like, in a banking environment or something where the personal information is there, route those particularly more high sensitive calls to someone that is actually in a contact center, not taking these calls from home. So much of this AI and automation is going to help with that. The employee experience, like I talked about, and then really just integrating the voice recognition and the neural language understanding is going to help so much just for sort of that efficiency of getting agents to the place where they can then resolve the issue rather than go through, tell me again what, your problem is for the 10th time. So I think we're going to see a lot of shifts in what's happening in contact centers. And this is just, kind of some of the top things that I think are going to really change what happens in the contact center. Data clearly is going to be a huge one. And with AI, we're going to get so much data out of what's happening in the contact centers. We're seeing RingCentral, Zoom, Five9, so many companies already using so much of this data that they're already getting out of what improvements in the efficiencies that they're getting just from using, you know, pretty basic, I would say, kind of chatbot, where I think it's going to get much more advanced over the next year, 2 years. But like I said, 80% of customer-facing organizations will be using Gen AI, and I think contact center is going to be one of the biggest use cases. And now I'll breathe. I was like, I'm trying to
No,
get.
there's a whole lot there. I mean, listen, generative AI is a trend, not a fad. I believe it's going to solve real challenges that people have. And I think in the areas that Web 1.0 and Web 2.0 didn't address are going to be addressed by this technology. So it's super exciting, and I'm glad to know that you're going to be chronicling it, shaping it into the future.